In the bustling slums of Lagos, Nigeria, where the humid air carried the scent of street food and exhaust fumes, lived three young women named Aisha, Chioma, and Fatima. They shared a cramped one-room apartment in a rundown building. Its walls cracked and peeling from years of neglect. By day, they hawked small wares in the chaotic market, but by night, they sold their bodies to survive. Yet, the men who sold them paid peanuts, barely enough for a meal of garri and soup. Each evening, as they lay on their tin mat, they whispered about their suffering, dreaming of a life beyond the grinding poverty that chained them. One fateful day, Aisha spotted her old friend, Ngozi, strutting down the market in a sleek SUV. Her hair styled in a luxurious Bond Street weaves one day and deep waves the next. Ngozi's clothes chimed with designers' labels and her wrists sparkled with gold. Envy burned in Aisha's heart. She approached Ngozi, begging to know the secret of her lavish life. At first, Ngozi pretended ignorance, laughing it off with a wave of her manicured hand. But Aisha persistent, tears streaming down her face. Ngozi relented. "You are not ready," she warned, but Aisha insisted that she and her roommates were desperate enough for anything. Ngozi led them to a small dusty town on the outskirts of Abuja, where palm trees swayed against a backdrop of red earth roads. There, in a modest hut adorned with strange charms and herbs, lived an elderly man known only as Baba. He eyed the girls with piercing gaze and declared, "To truly live, you must first die." The words puzzled them, but their hunger for change silenced any doubt. They nodded in agreement. Baba summoned three burly men who dug shallow pits in the sandy ground. The girls were buried up to their necks, only their faces exposed to the scorching sun. For 3 agonizing days, they remained there, crying out in vain as no one came. Tears clawed at their throats until a merciful rain fell, quenching their parched lips. Termites beat at their buried skin, and the night brought chilling winds. On the 3rd day, they were unearthed, weak but alive, Baba proclaimed. "Now you can leave." But he imposed strict conditions. Aisha must never sleep with a man who had lost a child. Chioma must never reveal the ritual to anyone, and Fatima must never let a drop of blood stain her skin. With these warnings etched in their minds, the girls returned to Lagos transformed. Soon their fortunes soared. Wealthy men flocked to them, paying handsomely in naira and dollars. They jetted off to exotic trips in Dubai and London, dined on jollof rice in 5-star hotels, and flaunted Bond Street wigs, deep wave coils, and luxury cars. Their slum apartment was traded for a posh flat in Victoria Island, where the ocean breeze whispered promises of endless glamour. But fate is a cruel jester. One night, Aisha visited a charming businessman in his Ikoyi mansion. Unknowingly to her, he had lost his child just 3 months prior in a tragic accident. As they lay together, the ghost of the child appeared, its ethereal form haunting her. Aisha screamed, collapsing on the floor, her legs suddenly paralyzed. She never walked again. Chioma, unable to bear the secret weight, confided everything to her boyfriend during a romantic dinner in a Lekki restaurant. As the words spilled out, her mind unraveled. She became babbling incoherently, wandering the streets naked, her sanity shattered like glass. Fatima's end came simplest yet swiftest. While peeling oranges in their kitchen, the knife slipped, drawing a thin line of blood on her hand. In an instant, her body convulsed and she crumpled lifeless to the floor, the forbidden stain sealing her doom. And so ended the lives of Aisha, Chioma, and Fatima, snuffed out by the very desperation that drove them to dark paths. Their story echoes through the markets and streets of Nigeria, a stark reminder that shortcuts to wealth, especially those steeped in forbidden rituals, often lead to ruin. True prosperity comes not from shadows, but from honest toil and patience. Beware the allure of easy riches. It may cost you everything, including your soul.